Creating/editing a load. To create a load in Web TMS, first go to the Loads drop-down and select Edit/New Load. This will then bring up the load screen. To add a job, press the green plus key to the right. This will then bring up a list of the currently available jobs. You may select jobs to add to the load by either clicking on them, thereby highlighting them, or by searching for the job number, master ref or batch ref and pressing enter. Once you've highlighted the jobs you wish to add, press the select key to add them to the load. The options at the top of the screen allow us to allocate the load. Start date and time will be the date and time that the load will leave the yard. Carrier allows us to select whether it will be our own vehicle doing the load or a subcontractor. We can then select the subcontractor from the Select Subcontractor drop-down. If doing it on our own vehicle, we can select a driver or agency driver and a vehicle or agency vehicle. We also select a trailer. For a load to be considered allocated, it requires a start date, start time, driver and vehicle, or the equivalent hire vehicle subcontractor details. Once a job is allocated, it will appear in the diary. Only an allocated load may be POD'd. By clicking on one of the jobs and using the up and down arrows, we may change the order of the load. This order will be kept and will be the order in which the jobs should be done. The empty line button allows us to add empty lines to the load. This will then provide several lines of space on the loading list for the driver to add notes and other details. By highlighting a job and pressing the red minus button and then saving, you may remove a job from a load. By highlighting a job and pressing the cut button and then saving, you may paste that job into a different load. The new job button allows you to create a new job which is then added directly to the load. When creating a load, you have two options. You may either submit and save or save and export. If the driver or vehicle or subcontractor is using the TrackTrans mobile app, you may click Save and Export to send the load to their handset. This will then allow them to send electronic PODs and signatures back. You can also click Save and Export to send the job details by SMS to a mobile phone, or to a subcontractor using Web POD. If you are just saving the information and not exporting it, a simple submit and save will suffice. A load may only be exported once. After that, any alterations, use the submit and save button. These changes will still be exported. Once a load is created, a box will appear informing you of the new load number. This same screen may also be used to edit loads that have already been created. If we go afresh to the Edit/New Load screen and type in the last few digits of the load number, we don't need to enter the zeros beforehand, we will see the load we just created. From this screen, we may edit the driver, the vehicle, and all the other details. Extra men may be added to new loads or to loads already created. The Instructions button allows us to add instructions to the driver doing the delivery. Cancel Load allows us to cancel a load that we no longer want. All the jobs must be removed from a load before it may be cancelled. Always make sure to press the Submit/Save button when making changes to a load. If you now wish to print a summary of the load, this may now be done by pressing the Print Loading List button. This will then give you the option of printing a driver copy, a warehouse copy, and an office copy. In this case, we're just printing the driver copy. You will notice, where we added an extra man earlier, it has also created an extra man expense sheet. On the main loading list, you will see a summary of the load details, the jobs which have been added, the spaces from the blank lines we added, the information to the driver, and the driver expense sheet. This concludes the How to Create a Load help video. For information on PODing a job, please watch one of the next free PODing videos.